This week on SailAway, when it's time, it's time. And as we all know, there's never enough of it. We are back. We have our dog. Our boat appears to be floating the proper level off the water, and she's not listing any way, particularly left or right. Port or starboard. Bow or stern. Looks good. Hopefully she's okay inside. We'll find out here in a minute. Boats get so dirty sitting in a marina. It's crazy. She stays so much cleaner out at anchor.
It was such a stressful thing getting out. We didn't take any footage of what it looks like, so you'll get to see what it looks like down below now.
This is how
we left it.
So we stripped it down sort of about 75%. We didn't really expect to get too much weather.
It smells like a boat down below now.
It does smell like a boat now. Yeah. It's funny how much we keep it not smell like a boat by living on it. I mean, it's not that boaty though.
Oh.
I think it's okay.
You think it smells like a boat?
We gotta get all this crap out of here before we bring our bags down, I think.
Yeah.
Here's the AC going. Alright, we're here. Oh, dude, it feels good to be back. I can't wait to sleep in that bed. I've missed our whole boat. Good to see you, Cecilia. Now, for a couple weeks of polishing and buffing and general cleaning, it's time to get the hell out of here. I'm ready.
But I don't want to leave.
You don't want to go explore more and meet new boats and find new friends? Okay, I'll let you decide which would be better. Air conditioning on one hand, finding new friends on the other. You don't know if you'd rather have air conditioning or new friends? All right, I'll let you think on this problem and get back to me. I asked him if he wanted air conditioning or new friends, and he's having trouble deciding.
Right now, I would like air conditioning.
All right, fine. Jeez.
And then we can get out to see new friends.
Yeah, let's get air conditioning for like a day, and then we'll go meet other people. Yeah.
All right, fine. Fine, that's reasonable.
Ever wish you could escape normal life and experience more of the world?
So maybe on that island. Well, we did just that. We sold everything we owned on dry land and sailed away. Promise me that we'll sail away.
Now we are roaming the planet in search of new adventures and sharing it with you every week.
Just promise me that we'll sail away. So hit subscribe and escape normal with us. And I'll be yours forevermore. Come on, it's just that little button down there. That's it. It's time for the passage drink of all passage drinks. At least that's what it feels like. Yeah, I would take an Atlantic passage over a 3-week air travel and road trip bonanza. It was good. We were happy to get there and see everybody and squeeze in crazy amount of stuff, but I think I'm a sea passage guy when it comes down to it, at least now.
So you're saying next time you want to take the boat up to Annapolis?
Yeah, I really do. It might not be next time. It might be the next time.
You heard it here first. 2023.
Well, we are getting down to it. We got back from our whirlwind trip back to the States, which was about 3 weeks, 2 of which, or a little bit more than that, we spent in Ohio catching up with all of our friends and family, which was awesome. Then we rushed off to Annapolis on a road trip and did all that, which was also amazing and really fun and cool. Got to meet so many cool people that watch our channel and patrons and subscribers and viewers, and just, yeah, it was so fun. But it was exhausting. Met a lot of other YouTube channels as well, and the Precision Sales guys, which we've been partners with them for a long time, but had never met them. They're from British Columbia. Had a good night with those guys. Now we're back, and it feels like we're trying to catch our breath a little bit. So we took about a day to kind of just chill out and not do much at all. But now, both of us are feeling it. We're like, you know what? It's time. We're ready to get out of here and get back to cruising, get down the islands and catch some of these places that we missed last year. We can't wait to get going. So some of the things that on our list of boat items to do, we've left a lot of the cleaning to the end because boats get really dirty just sitting in a marina, and so we didn't want to clean early in our stay and then have it get all dirty again. So I finally started doing the really massive cleaning part of the boat yesterday while Lauren was editing video. And the top sides are looking really good. Check this out. She's looking nice. And now, the next thing that I have planned today is we're going to remove the net. We put up the netting around our lifelines right when we bought the boat for obvious reasons. We had a toddler and a dog. The dog, not as big an issue because he's pretty big, so the netting doesn't really help him, and he's never even come close to falling. But with a toddler, obviously, all they got to do is like fall on their butt and then roll out. So we always thought netting was a good idea. We had it on Layla, so we got it for Celia. The downside is the netting causes the stanchions and the fittings and the bases to rust a lot more, because we had to run a rope all the way down along the bottom to have something to tie in the bottom of the net, and that has to wrap around the stanchions. I think it just holds seawater. They rust so much faster. Every place where there's a zip tie or anything holding the netting in place gets rust all around it, and it makes it really tough to clean. And I think we're at a point now, Rivers has gotten so big that the netting's not doing much for him anymore either. Happy to say the netting is leaving today, and then I can clean all of this stainless steel and get it looking shiny and nice once again. That is the plan this morning. You served us well, or actually I'm happy to say you didn't have to serve us at all, but you were there for us if we needed you. Time to go.
When we arrived at Marina Pescaderia for hurricane season, it seemed like we had all the time in the world. But like most humans, we have a very love-hate relationship with time and a pretty poor grasp of it too. 3 months seemed like an eternity to sit in the marina doing boat projects, work, and traveling back home to see friends and family. And in a blink, time was up and we were scrambling for more of it.
Final product. Well, I shouldn't say the final product, because the final product will be when I shine up all this stainless. Probably doesn't look like that big a deal to you guys, because most people out there, if you own a boat, you don't have netting on your boat, so it just looks normal. But it's weird. It's a huge difference for us. We've been used to looking through that netting all the time. I think we chose well when we did that. We did that on Layla too with the blue. If you are going to have netting on your boat because you have toddlers or small pets, go for something a little darker. The white netting that they sell in all the boat stores, it really blocks a lot of your vision through lifelines, whereas the blue just doesn't block near as much. So, one tip. I think that was a good thing, but having it off there honestly makes the boat look 5 years younger, 10 times better. Now I can't wait to shine up all this stainless. It's going to look freaking awesome. I feel like we've graduated to something. I appreciate your balancing technique, though. That's really good. All right, I'll be right back. You get the board set up, right? So Lauren started off the first shift doing schoolwork while I started working on our stainless. And now Lauren is taking over for the stainless. Beautification of Cecilia project. Day, I don't know how many. I've gotten this much done. Bow is sparkly again. Bow pulpus. All the stanchions back to about here. Those rails. But then they get pretty rusty. Any place where something is mounted and sort of blocks the airflow, blocks sunlight, you get more rust on those stanchions. I'm trying to get it all off for another year or so. That's smelled the last time I polished it. I'm due to drink my coffee and play chess. Ooh, look, you're almost done. Game on. Lauren conveniently started filming after my tirade of swearing, stalking around. So, took the head sail down just in case while we were gone, like something blew by, we were ready for hurricane prep. We had a bunch of problems on this head sail. These cleats for the leech and luff lines keep just working themselves apart. Well, this one came apart. I think this is the foot line carefully now. Also, the Velcro covers have started to shred. So I figured I would sew them up again before we put the sail back up. It's kind of a cool project because there's so many layers to go through, so I had to get the pliers to pull the needle from the other side. But it's working. I think these are on there. Last leg. Such land lovers again.
The last microwave while we're plugged into the electric. I'm not prepared.
I've been trying to make use of the last moments of dockage by using power tools and using the microwave.
And air conditioning.
But soon we're gonna leave the marina.
Soon.
It's true. Like really soon.
We'll start moving again, huh?
Do some fishing.
Moving the boat.
Want to do some fishing off the boat when we get out at anchor?
Yeah, dude.
Engine's on. It's getting real. Leaving.
I'm sure I'm ready. It's kind of hot doing work. I'm like, normally I like to stand in front of the AC for a little bit.
Last little bit.
Bye, AC.
God, we're a bunch of wussies. There's a lot of focus on the AC getting turned off right now. I'm starting to feel a little ashamed of myself.
It's just done.
Time can also do funny things to your psyche. We'd spent 2.5 years living on our boat, most of that cruising around the Caribbean in all kinds of waters to all kinds of places. We'd learned how to be real travelers and were well on our way to being true mariners. But a few months in the marina with that cushy AC and a lot less to worry about can make you wonder if you've forgotten everything you've learned. It felt like we were going to be making the adjustment to life at sea all over again. Only this time, we knew enough to understand firsthand just how difficult it could be. What if this time we just didn't take to it? Only one way to find out.
Well, we're trying a new passage drink spot.
Yeah.
Since we just made a passage from there to here.
Woohoo! 200 feet.
It counts. It's also a sundowner, so it's sort of a dual purpose drink. It's kind of a cool lounging spot, though. Sort of dig it.
Alright, so here's to our passage. It's more the fact that we got out of the marina than we did like a passage.
But it's still funny to suggest that we consider this a passage.
We can celebrate the little things.
It is, yeah. That was a long time in the marina without really going anywhere. We did go to Boca Roma one time, but I feel rusty, with all the cruising stuff. I think this suited our purpose exactly the way we wanted it to. Enabled us to get out and travel home, to travel around Puerto Rico, and to avoid the worst paths of any tropical storms and hurricanes that might slide by. And we had a good year for that, as well as a good spot. So,
yeah.
Cheers to that too.
Cheers to that too. but the season has started, and that's really cool. So we're getting down.
Getting rolling.
But it's amazing how much perspective can be restored by one night at anchor. We remember that our contentious relationship with time and how we spend it is why we're doing this in the first place. And suddenly that horizon looks pretty enticing.
This is a really big chunk of meat. Why aren't they getting it? Been out here for like 10 minutes already.
A born fisherman. Oh boy.
I wonder when I'm gonna catch.
Soon. With fishermen like this, how can we not catch something?
How was your first night back at anchor?
I mean, it was really cool. Surprisingly, like, cold. I had to bundle up in the blankets and the sheets last night. It was surprisingly nice out here with the breeze flowing through.
We're getting out of here, though. Where are we going? Remember? Boat we're on. Just let out like a mile away.
So with a night in the anchorage to test all our systems, flush and check our water maker, and to generally just put the boat back together and make her ready to sail, it was time to actually leave and continue our circumnavigation of Puerto Rico and onward.
We're leaving Marina Siberia, and we're going to meet my friends. Bye-bye, Marina Siberia. We're having a good time. Look at how nice that water is.
Good, that's how we know we're in the right channel. It's the designated space where we're supposed to go.
Like the deep areas to get into a bay. Okay, wrong, here we come again. Well, it's quite windy. I'll try to duck down here a little bit. We are just now leaving the bay after a pretty long stay for us. We were there for 3 months. We're heading back down to Boca Raton, and then we're gonna probably clean the bottom again based on how fast this boat is motoring right now, and make our way down to Las Pagueras.
You know why we're going over there?
What?
Because I'm going to meet my friends again.
That's true, we got new friends over there.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
When it comes right down to it, time will never be your friend. But if you can accept that and learn how to spend what little you have in the best ways possible, maybe you can come to an understanding with it until yours is finally run out.
Another patient passage drink. I mean, granted, it wasn't a very long passage, but so we earned this one.
To a successful passage.
Yes. Undermotor very slow because our bottom's all dirty again.
We went somewhere.
But we're here.
Here, Rivers. Passage drink. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. To a good passage.
Good to be on the sea again.